Okay, boys and girls, Zulu-Xray Test Ride. Check this bitch out. God damn. Kawasaki's new Z range bike, the Z300. Look at this, pimpin'. Yes, this is how a learner bike should be. Alright, check it out, 16 miles, 2 of them were me. You can't hear crap on the stock exhaust. Red line's a bit awful. Again, stock exhaust. But, goddamn. Let's get right in then. I have to remember I don't have the same power as my ZX6Rs. I mean, it shouldn't be hard to remember. I'm in a completely different riding position. But, have to remember. Otherwise I'm going to get squished. Away we go. Alright, so overall first impressions. I really like the bike. Really good. Really nice to sort of flick about. I can't really go deep into these corners because brand new tyres. But yeah, really quite a pleasant bike to ride. A lot of fun to just sort of wiggle a bit. It's because of what I'm used to, it feels gutless, but it's not. If you're going up from a 125, this is a beautiful bike, and it would do you really well. I've ridden the Ninja 300, the sport counterpart to this, and that's a really lovely bike as well. Really nice. If you're looking to get a big sports bike, it's a good gateway. And then this, if you're looking for naked, so far, this is awesome. I'm really enjoying it. Potting along. It's everything you need. It's got more acceleration than a 125. It'll get you out of trouble. Still has really good fuel economy. It's got everything you could ask for. Loving this little bike. 9k 77. Yeah. It's good shit, man. Good shit. This bike has already shown me it's got really decent acceleration. It's very nice to handle. It's really, it feels like it would be forgiving. It feels really nice and placid to ride. It's gorgeous. I've never had a bike with ABS, so I'm tempted to lurch on the front brake, but I don't want to flip it because it's a test ride. Ooh. This is nice. I like it. I really like it. Genuinely might have to get one. I'm not a fan of these style of wing mirrors. Not a fan, man. People just screw them off and take them away, and they're really shit to adjust. They're not brilliant. I know a lot of bikes come with them as standard, a lot of the naked bikes, but they're really not, they're not the one. Sorry if you notice my voice is a little bit off in comparison to normal. I'm recovering from a case of tonsillitis and a chest infection, and I've been in hospital. It's not really been a good time for me lately. Nevertheless, I am still out and about. I'm still surviving. Oh yes. Oh, what am I doing? Hooligan bike, man. Hooligan. I don't have a lot to compare this to, really. Obviously the bikes that I own are sport bikes. I think the only other bike I've test ridden that wasn't a sports bike was the NC700. In fact, let's try and do a compare. Right, okay. NC700 versus the Ninja Z3. It's not a Ninja, is it? Versus the Z3. Okay. Riding position is similar, which is why I'm comparing the two. Engine size. 700cc versus 300cc. Fucking stay in your lane! Jesus Christ. It's not difficult, man. I know lorries have a wider turning circle, I know that. I have experience driving them. But, fuck me, it's not difficult to stay in your own lane. All these bitches. Engine size, massive difference. Output, also massive difference. This bike feels like it is outdoing the NC700 in so many ways. It's not even funny. Not even funny. Okay. Acceleration. The NC700 tops out at 8,000 RPM. This one tops out at 13. So already we're talking a lot of extra oomph per gear. I know the NC's made for sort of commuting and yada yada. So is this. This is a learner bike. It's a commuter. It's a naked. It's made for fuel economy and to go places. And if you're comparing the two, which I think is actually quite fair, considering what they get, the only reason the NC700 would come out on top is for the crazy storage space in the tank. That is the only reason. Otherwise, this bike is coming out on top. I'm loving the little dash. It's simple, it's effective, gives you everything you need. You've got a fucking fuel gauge. My bikes don't have fuel gauges, and it upsets me. So I'm jealous of everyone, every single one of you with a fuel gauge. Jealous. My 636 has a fuel light, which really isn't as effective as you might think if you're not paying attention to your dash, which for the most part I am not. My green bike, my ZX6R, it had a reserve tank. Doesn't work. I found that out the hard way, and it was a bit shit, really. This is a great little bike. I mean, I'm not a small guy, but I don't feel cramped on this. I feel really quite comfortable. I am approximately 6'2", 6'3", something like that. This bike comfortably sits me. Oh my gosh, it's really nice. What is this fucking doing? Jesus Christ, man. It works. Can we do this? Can we do this? Yes, we can do this. Didn't think that would work. Hot damn. Works better than expected. Ah, oh, carving up the roads today. ZX style. Yes, I know that was nothing impressive. It's just one of those moments where you feel good carving through the traffic, like everything just sort of works, the divine gates open up and set a path for you, and you're just like, yep, I can do this. Like now, look, got my own lane, woohoo. bike, man. It's so impressive for a little bike. Like, okay, if you're used to 1000cc super sports, it's not gonna really tickle your fancy. But if you can genuinely just appreciate a bike for what it is, wow, this bike has so much to offer. That was sort of good points, things I'm enjoying. There is one bad point I have found so far that I'm really not overly concerned about, but it is there. The seat feels like the rear end is higher. Well, okay, it sounds dumb when I verbalize it, but I know what I mean. And when I say what I mean, it means it's okay. So it feels like the seat is like this. So where my knuckles are is like the back of the seat that I sit on, and where my fingertips are is where like your crotch is. And it feels like you're just constantly being like shoved forward. Well, not shoved forward, but it feels like you're just sort of at an angle forwards. It's not particularly comfortable for those of a male variety. Let's diplomatically leave it there. Apart from that, this bike's amazing. And once you're actually on the move, you don't notice it as much. Obviously, the wind is pushing you back, kind of changes the way you're sitting, yada yada yada. But that's the only single negative I can find. So yeah, the seat position compared to the NC700, the NC700 was a very comfortable bike, straight off the get-go. If I'm doing a fair comparison, the seat on the NC700 gets it, the space, like the storage on the NC700 gets it. But then saying that, I've got a tank bag here, and it's sitting there fine, magnet on, there's no straps around it, it hasn't come off. I've been making good progress, I think is the safe term. Yeah, fuel economy, both bikes probably get about 75 miles to the gallon. I think the Z3 has a bigger tank than the NC700, but I would have to double check that. So I might be talking complete and utter bollocks. Just clunk up the gears and cruise. Haven't mentioned this in any other video yet, but I haven't been making a lot of videos recently because I've been ill. Woohoo! I am considering getting rid of my 6x6. I wonder if this can supermoto. Okay, so I've had the bike for probably about an hour now, and I think it's safe to say I can give a fair critique. It's a nice bike, it's really nice. The one downfall it has that I have been trying to get over, but I can't, is the seat. It is so uncomfortable. Like I said, I've been on it for about an hour now, and my bum can feel it. It is the only flaw I can find with this bike. For me personally, you know. Again, it depends what you're into, what you expect from a bike, what you need from a bike. But for me, this ticks all the boxes, bar the comfy seat for the posterior. It's kind of essential in a commuter if that's what you're looking for. That's pretty much what this bike is, but the seat is just pants, really. smooth little bike. This has been a real pleasure to ride. It is a really nice bike. There are not many things you can say wrong about this bike. Okay, it's spectacular. It does need a comfy seat. You get a custom seat made, you buy one of these, get a nice exhaust on it, so it's got a bit more grunt. You can't really hear this one. And then you're good to go. It's nice to see they know how roundabouts work. At least we know the horn works. Hey! Oh, I haven't done my my official check. Alright, let's pull it in over here. Right. Okay. Absolutely pants under seat storage. What's this plasticky thing for the Kawasaki official D-lock? What a load of rubbish. So you could, if you take your toolkit out, have space for a Dr. Pepper, maybe two. Otherwise, probably won't even get one. That's thoroughly disappointing. Come on, Kawasaki, sort it out. Men need their Dr. Peppers. Okay, so marks out of 5, marks out of 10. Overall, the bike gets a solid like 9 out of 10. Really nice little bike. I've been very happy riding it around today. Overall riding position, let's give it like a 4 out of 5. It would get that 5, but you're just missing the comfort. The seat was vital to this bike because that's, you know, that's your bum. Your bum's in contact with the bike the whole journey, whether it's 2 minutes down the road or, you know, 7,000 miles later. You've got to be comfortable, and they've missed the mark there. Fuel economy, fantastic. 75 miles to the gallon, something like that. I think it has a 17 litre tank, same as the Ninja 300. Is it 17 or is it 14? It might be 14. Either way, for its tank size, its economy is amazing. Easily on par with the best 125s you can find. Speed and maintaining speed, acceleration, all that sort of jazz. Pretty much a 10 out of 10 really. It's a learner bike, it's not made to have mad top end speed, but it can comfortably cruise at 70-ish miles per hour, meaning that motorways are fine. They are a doddle. It's not going to kill your engine to be sat at 70 miles an hour for an hour, you know, 2. You want to go Brighton on this, it'll make it. It'll be fine, it'll be great. Yeah, I think overall the whole bike is going to get a 9 out of 10. Honestly, it could be a 10 very easily, comfortable seat, but they missed the mark. Fuck it. As far as learning's concerned, if you're looking at getting a big naked bike, you know, maybe S1000 single R or Z1000, any naked bike that's just going to be big, this is definitely a good introduction to the naked bike style of riding, the position, even just feeling the wind and realizing, you know, with no fairing you're gonna get blasted. It's a good step into that. What a fantastic little bike. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, give it a like. If you didn't like it, give it a dislike so that I know, you don't like my content. I'll try and change it up, make it a bit more interesting. If you do like it, let me know. It's always good to be told you're doing something right. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Plonk on the tank bag. This is my plonk the tank bag on song. Plonk. And we're done. Always drop a fucking glove. Woohoo! Test ride time! Oh, it's got ABS.